Welcome to the best yoga class of the week. Time to completely chill out and let your body just melt into and receive the practice. It's all about receptivity. So we want to try and expand our container, expand our receptivity. Seeing if this camera's a little bit, seems a bit like I've got soft focus. I think it was actually, yes, better. So we'll begin with the bell. And we're going to begin seated. It's a funny kind of time at the moment. If you're watching this kind of live or near this time, we're kind of in eclipse season. So that's like this portal, this space where, anything can kind of happen there. So it's always good to have a little bit more awareness about you at that time. Let's just get ourselves settled. So have a little bit of a rock. I was just doing that without even thinking about it. We're having a little rock, letting ourselves settle, letting the hips sort of settle and sink into the ground. This rocking motion, very settling, comforting. It's like, when you're in that nice comfy feeling of rocking in a hammock or a boat, Not rough seas. We've got lovely, gentle waves. And then we're going to rub the knees, circle the knees. It feels nice just to give myself something very gentle, that bit of touch. So we're feeling the knees and the fabric on, if you have fabric on your knees, go the other way, but also feeling the sensitivity of the hands. It's a two-way street. We often don't think that when we're, touching our own bodies. And then we're going to rub the back a bit as well. Let's get in touch with ourselves, with this lovely body of ours. This vehicle for life, around the edges as well. Maybe get into that hip a little bit. Wow, this is one of my favorite areas of the body, just to get a little bit of rub there. And then we'll take the fingers to the chest. Let's open up this area so we can breathe. Again, that receptivity to receive the air. Give it a bit of sound. Let it out, let it go. Whatever's been going on for you today, let it out now. There's kind of a bit fiery energy, let it out, and some fiery energy. And if it's just, I'm just kind of getting soft, just have a nice soft sound. And then we're going to get in that jaw as well. Let's not forget the face. So really getting that kind of rubbery face. Feels good. Yeah. And then also giving yourself a little bit of a shampoo, zhuzhing the hair. Going to make my hair big hair. So I'm just getting into the whole area, getting the fingers, trying to get the whole of the scalp touched. So just drawing circles and just digging in. So we're kind of shining up the whole scalp and stimulating. And then we'll take the fingers into the temple area, just in that little dip beside the eyes. Yeah, you can see that. I've got my middle three fingers on that area. Close your eyes and just feel that. And breathe in and out through the nostrils, just to really, release and enjoy that feeling. Little circles there, the sides of the eyes. Maybe that starts to go back a little bit. I'm feeling that I want to go back a little bit on the temples, right by the ear, between the ear and the eye. Yeah. And while we're talking about the ear, let's just take that little edge, unpeel the ear, uncool that edge, and then give that lobes a few little tugs there, just squeezing them. Let's do that again. Oh yeah, it just feels like that Friday feeling, the Good Friday feeling, that kind of slowing down into our kind of more restful period. And let's just lift the shoulders up now. Let the arms just hang, breathing in and out through the mouth. Let it drop, and again breathing in. Let the shoulders just fall. Imagine you're just dropping everything. You're dropping all the things you've been carrying all day. Let's do it again. All the shopping lists, all the to-do lists, all the things we're supposed to take care of, the people we're supposed to take care of. And instead, let's just drop it all for the moment. Put it to the side. That's going to be all ready for us and waiting in a moment. So we'll do a twist now. So the right hand on the left knee. Take the left hand behind you. So your body's like in between your two arms. I'll show you from the side. Really think about getting that hand close to the backside there. And then keeping the face front, so don't be tempted just to turn your head, because then we're not getting a full twist. First of all, anyway, we want to lengthen. So feel that silver thread lifting the crown. Drop the shoulders, back of the neck long. Inhale. And as you exhale, feel the belly coming around first of all, keeping the face forward as long as you can. Inhale, feel the body lengthen, and then the chest is coming around and the shoulder, and finally the face follows the neck. The neck is staying long, don't forget. So remind the neck to stay long by breathing in, lengthening the back of the neck, breathing out, sending the shoulders down, and just turning into that space that is opening, the body's opening up. Deep, long breaths. Lengthen, feel that silver thread lifting you on the inhale, and exhaling, twisting a little deeper. One more breath in. And untwist to the front. Good. Have a little bit of a wriggle. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit more kind of open on one side than the other. So take that right hand behind, take the left hand onto the right knee, lift. The chest is also lifting. This is a key thing. Here and here lifts. You feel this engage, right? For the back and the front working together. And then the belly's coming around. So the bottom is turning first, the bottom half or the bottom part of this body. And then breathing in, lengthen, and then feeling the ribs and the chest and the shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Last thing, the shoulders coming a bit further and the head's turning. The eyes are going to look behind and the nose. Keep dropping those shoulders down. So the shoulders are going down and the sternum's going up. Can you feel that connection between those two things? It's like there's a piece of elastic connecting them and we're moving them away from each other. One more breath in and untwist to the front. Again, have a little wriggle. Just feel that little bit of sponginess coming in there, a little bit of elasticity. And then we're going to look at the neck, right hand, on the back of the neck. So I'm putting the thumb down the back so that my fingers go around the left side. Okay, so lifting that right elbow, getting a bit of a stretch already in the side. Inhale. On the exhale, let the chin fall to the chest, let the back relax, let the shoulders fall forward. And the last bit, just give a bit more weight of the arm to the holding there, and so your nose starts pointing and your eyes start looking at the left knee, so the head is turning towards there, and what we've got here is more openness on the left side of the neck. Keep dropping the shoulders down, keep breathing deeply. So as you breathe in, really feel that breath is going into the left side of the neck, maybe into the back of the neck and the upper shoulders there. And as you breathe out through the nostrils, just feel the shoulders dropping down and the release coming into that neck. Nice, breathing out fully. Then use the inhale to lift your head up with the arm attached, and then release, let go of it slowly. So we're going very slowly in stages, and you start to feel, whoa, that's a bit longer. Let's see if we can get this lovely swan-like neck. So lift the left arm up, take it so the thumb's going down the back, and the fingers come around the right side of the neck, just below the right ear. They should sit there. Lifting that left elbow. Inhale, lifting the chest, lengthen. Exhaling, letting that just drop, letting the shoulders fall forward and the head falls. The chin is coming down to the chest. Breathing again. As you breathe out, just releasing a bit of weight of the arms so the nose starts to point to the right knee. Just breathing and holding there. Okay. Breathe deeply in and out through the nostrils. So just holding that side, then use the next inhale to lift the head up and let go of the hand. Yeah. Let's roll the shoulders back. It always feels good to do this after that neck lengthener, I'll call it. I'll roll the shoulders back a few times and then roll them forwards, just to experience how much more space there is already, and also bring that spaciousness into the body, into the shoulders, and all these parts connect. Everything's connected. We've got to feel that. Let's extend the legs out. It's we're coming into summer, so there's some fiery energy. There's some sparks. You might have been feeling that a little bit this week, maybe last week a little bit as well. Lots of sparking, lots of interesting things happening. So with that sparkiness, let's express it with our lion. This is the lion position, or one of the positions for lions. So legs nice and wide. You can sit up on something if you need that. If you're kind of feeling like you're hunched forward, then give yourself a break, and sit on something. So we're going to come into that lion. So beginning with the hands together, lifting and lengthening here. Already this is work, the toes are pointing upwards. So we're extending the legs nice and wide. Bring the hands together, lifting the chest, lengthening the back of the neck, chin slightly tucked in. So you can feel that upright body. as if you're leaning against a wall. The shoulders go back and down. Good. And then we come into the lion. So breathing in and then out can either go claws forwards, sending the body forwards, tongue out the mouth, eyes wide. Yeah, quite scary. Or they can come out to the side, but they're really thrust, like claws are coming out, right? The claws are coming out. Whoa. Let's go for it. Breathing in. Rasping in the throat. Give it some sound. Inhale. Yeah, let it out. To really relax, we need to remove that tension. And this is an absolute winner, clearing all the passages as well. Breathing in. And let's do one more. Eyes super wide, tongue out the mouth. The tongue wants to just reach the floor. Okay, let's go for it. Good. Yeah, how does that feel? Just have a moment to notice how that feels. Let's bring the legs together. Let's hug the knees. We'll come into this nice rounded back. So we're sitting up very tall, and now we're doing the opposite. So we're just letting the back collapse a little bit. We're just holding our legs. Feeling that sense of just hugging ourselves, holding ourselves, letting the face fall to the knees. Breathing in through the nostrils, and out through the mouth. Just release. Feel the release increasing on the back of the neck there, shoulders. And then take around the hands around the front of the knees, and let's come into our cosmic egg. This little cosmic egg that we are floating in the universe. So we begin by lifting the chest, shoulders go back and down. We're sitting forwards onto the sit bones rather than back on the sacrum. This is why we're really getting that uprightness in the spine. Toes are just on the ground, tippy toes. And then if you feel okay, you can lift the toes off the ground. So it really requires a lot of abdominal and back strength here. So we're keeping this in position, upright. Good. So you're going to feel this little cosmic egg. Close your eyes now and just feel it. How do you feel? You know, if it's too much, you can always just bring your feet down a little bit and just do a half, half impact. And feel yourself floating in space, just bouncing lightly. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. One more breath in, and on the out breath, just relax slowly out of that. Stretch the legs out. Bounce the knees up and down a little bit. This has travelled already. You can see. Sorry about this. Just yeah, good. Legs outstretched. Let's just sit upright again in Dandasana, the rod. So the hands at either side of the body. We lift the chest. The toes are pointing up to the ceiling, even kind of slightly coming towards you. If you want to get a bit of stretch on the back of the legs, release that tension there. Bring the legs together. Lift the chest, pressing down with the hands and lifting the chest up. Shoulders down, chest up. And sitting as if you were against a wall here. Imagine that wall behind you, and you're looking at the big toes, not at the ceiling or at the knees, the big toes. So that encourages the back of the neck to be nice and long too. And a couple of breaths in and out there, and then release that. Come into a seated forward bend, and then we will lie down. So this is the last, well, that's the biggest effort you have to do. We're going to come into it very gently, and if you prefer, if you have some, we don't need yoga belts. If you've got one, that's great, but we can use scarves or improvise with anything, even a long sock or anything like that, a belt. So you can take your hands put your scarf or your belt around the feet if you prefer that. Kind of feels sometimes nicer, or you could just walk the hands down the legs, drawing the chest towards your feet. But let's just be easy about it. Let's not make it into a big mission, into a big goal. Instead, we just soften into this, just see what would it be like if I just kind of relax into this a bit more. So if I'm normally going to here, let's just see how it is if I'm here, and just breathing and just letting my soft self soften on the out breath. So I soften into it. So really take yourself back a little bit, breathing in. And we're not going anywhere. We're not aiming to do anything. We're just aiming to take the chest towards the toes. This is the direction. We're not pushing it, but we know what direction we're going in. Breathe. Even close your eyes just to get the interior experience of that forward bend. That's more important, the experience, how it feels in your body. The quality of your attention, your posture, your breath, your connection with your breath. And then we're going to lift out of that, lift the arms up, Bring the hands down behind us, fingers pointing forwards, and then just lift and open the chest, look up. So really, again, expanding the front of the chest, lengthening, and just giving ourselves a slight counter pose there. Now we're going to lie down. So we stretch the fingers towards the toes and lay the body down as slowly as you can, breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. So the purpose of this is just to remind our abdominals that they're there, and also to feel the benefit when we get there. When we reach the ground, it's just like, let it go. Let it go. It's another level of like, release. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. And then breathe in again through the nostrils. Feel the back lift off the ground. Feel the back sink into the ground as you breathe out. Use the abdominals a little bit to do that. And then draw the knees up. Breathing out. Squeeze the knees in. And let's draw a circle on the ground with those knees. So the knees stay together. Your fingers are holding the knees lightly. And as you inhale, you take the knees away. And as you exhale, keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils, you draw the knees into the body. So exaggerating this and making this very slow, very mindful movement, breathing in through the nostrils, breathing out through the nostrils. And then we change direction. So I'll give you an alternative or just some variations. If you want to continue with this, that's fine. Making sure you breathing in as you extend the legs away, or move the knees away rather. If you want to get a bit bigger circle, you want to experiment, you can let go of the knees and see how that feels. It's kind of, it might just be it's a bit more challenging maybe for the abdominals. Also, you might want to do a very, very tiny little circle, still with the breath. So whichever way you're doing, we're moving with the breath. We're going the opposite way to the way we did initially. So I'm going anti-clockwise. I don't know which way you went first of all. And then bringing the knees in again. Push the heels up to the ceiling and the arms. And we're just going to do these little sort of spaghetti arms and legs. Just kind of imagine you're in your spaghetti and some hot water, and the spaghetti is getting really soft and fluid. And then we're just going to release. It's nice to just take the weight off the legs and the arms and bring the feet to the ground. Let's bring the feet close to the buttocks for a moving bridge, a dynamic bridge. So we really want to have them near as possible to the buttocks and the feet hips width apart and parallel. The palms are flat down, the fingers are extended down towards the bottom of the mat, so you have lots of length in the neck. The chin is tucked in. So we're really trying to expose the back of the neck to the ground. Now we're not going to go, we're not going to go to this full bridge. We're just going to kind of move the back a little bit, just to make a nice bit of movement and release. So breathing in, we lift the back a little bit off the ground, and breathing out, we lower the back down. From the top, we roll it down from the top to the bottom. So we're just making this a very minimized version. Breathing in, lift the back off the ground. Breathing out through the nostrils, roll it down. So minimizing it to begin with. You might want to stay with that minimized version. My body just naturally wants to go a little bit higher, just because it's got comfortable with that, and it's just going, I want a bit more of that. So just see how that feels, but do work with your body. Just listen to it. Think, what's going on? What does it want? Oh, I want to just go a bit higher because it feels good to release and to open up the front of my body. But we're not going for anything. We're not trying to achieve anything apart from release, and apart from engagement and paying attention to our body and breath. You can even close your eyes here. We don't need to see here. We just need to feel. Feel and pay attention and be with the breath and the body, and have this whole harmonized feeling with body, breath. This might be the first time today that you've kind of paid attention to your breath. And we do that in our yoga practice specifically, so it encourages us to bring attention to the breath at other times. Maybe that's starting to happen. Awareness being the first stage of breath work. First stage of anything really is awareness. And we're just going to bring the back down and hug the knees again. Have a little rock side to side. And we place the soles of the feet on the ground. Just slide them away a little bit so they're not right up by the buttocks. And maybe as wide as the mat. My favourite lying twist. Extend the arms out to the sides. Make sure that there's lots of space there. Breathing in through the nostrils. And as you breathe out through the nostrils, you let the knees slowly fall to the left, and the head at the same time goes to the right. Beautiful, easy lying twist. Inhale, lift the knees to center. Exhale, let the knees fall to the right, the head goes over to the left. Really try to focus on breathing everything out. So you've got a longer time here before the inhale lifts. And have a sense that the inhale is doing the work. It's lifting the knees and lifting the head. And the exhale is really just about feeling the weight of the body. And again, this is one that you can really enjoy with your eyes closed. I would recommend that. Try it out anyway. You know, some of us find that a bit difficult to sort of close our eyes and switch off, or go inwards, not switch off, it's kind of going inwards and paying attention to other senses. When we close our eyes, all the other senses have an opportunity to be heightened. Breathing in and breathing out. Just enjoy. We're just easing out the spine, slowing the breath down, releasing any last bits of tension, and letting the body become more permeable, more receptive. Hug the knees once more. And again, put the feet on the floor, slide the legs away. Let's just, I think it's almost the end of this moving and breathing. So we're going to just go into full extension, point the toes, extend the arms above the head, breathing in. And breathing out, push the heels away. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. All the time expanding. You feel that chest really, really opening and expanded, and feel the abdominals getting nice and long. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. And also feel the front of the body. What parts of the front of the body are getting extended as you inhale and point the toes? And what parts are being impacted by pushing the heels away and breathing out? I can feel the backs of my calves and into the lower back actually there. And pointing the toes, I can even feel that a little bit reaching the chest, a tiny bit of awareness, definitely in the abdominals and in the ribs a little bit. And then we're just going to relax the legs by just letting them rock and roll side to side. Yeah, just loosen them up, just by a bit of rocking and moving. Arms are on the ground, elbows are slightly bent. We're going to move the arms now, slowly breathing in through the nostrils, breathing out. The arms are coming through space. This is all out breath through the nostrils until the hands reach the ground. Close the eyes. Inhale, the arms are coming up. So the arms are extended right into the fingertips. And they reach the ground comfortably. So you might need to bend the elbows slightly. We're not straining here, but they need to reach the ground at end point. And then the exhale, the arms are coming forwards. The end of the exhale, the hands reach the ground. Then the inhale begins. Keeping that breath smooth, even, steady. Taking that spaciousness, enjoying the space and time, the slowing down. Notice how does it feel when you slow down. Noticing where the resistance is. There is always resistance, or there's distraction, boredom, or difficulty in slowing down, the challenge of that. Good. Let's just do one more of these. So wherever you're at on the last one, don't speed up, or just notice if you do speed up. See if you can really stay in the practice right to the last moment, right till the end of the out breath and the arms come forward. Just taking your time to come to the end of that movement. And when your hands reach the ground either side of the body, let them just roll out. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. So we've arrived and landed, and we're ready to come into our Yoga Nidra. So, as always, make yourself comfortable. This is the number one thing. However you can make yourself comfortable, that's what is most important. So, there's time for you to now, turn the lights off, close the curtains, light a candle, light incense, get a cozy blanket. And even when it's in the warmer months, it's nice to have some kind of covering over you, because lying still on the ground, you will get a bit cooler. Get a cushion underneath your knees as well. Really, really indulge yourself. This is what we're talking about. This is self-care, because you could easily just busy yourself or distract yourself watching TV or, having a drink. But instead, we are practicing radical self-care. And this takes discipline, but we're doing it. So notice that and acknowledge yourself for that care. So we're getting ready for the Yoga Nidra now. So give yourself some time to get ready. Notice the impact of your practice. And lying in Shavasana, doing any last minute adjustments so that you are comfortable. Feet apart, ideally, arms away from the side, palms facing the ceiling. Eyes closed, and keeping them closed throughout the practice. Practice of Yoga Nidra is the act of hearing and the act of feeling. And these are the only important factors, hearing and feeling. In Yoga Nidra, you function on the level of awareness, plus the level of listening. Listening like receptivity, drawing and receiving the information. Say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to the voice, and I'll be here. My voice will be with you the whole time so that you can really ease into and feel safe in the practice. Give yourself some time to become calm and steady. And take a deep breath. And as you breathe in, feel calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you breathe out, say to yourself mentally, relax. Let go. Release. Become aware of sound. Become aware of the sound in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds and following them for a few seconds. Move your attention from sound to sound without attempting to identify the source of that sound. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds. To sounds inside the building you're in. Sounds inside the room you're in. Sounds of your own breath, of your own body, of your own heartbeat. Now develop your awareness of the room you're in without opening your eyes. Visualize the walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath but don't concentrate on it too hard or interfere with the natural process. Just watching the breath, listening to my voice, and knowing that you are breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. I'm going to practice Yoga Nidra. This is the time to make your resolve, what we call a sankalpa, a simple resolve, simple sentence of words. Please state your sankalpa clearly to yourself with feeling and awareness 3 times. Now the rotation of consciousness, moving our awareness through the different centers of the body, moving them quickly, moving from point to point. You can repeat mentally the name of each body part after I say it, whilst you simultaneously become aware of that body part. The practice begins with the right side of the body. The right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the left side of the body. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the length of the spine, the whole of the back together. Bring your attention to the front of the body, the top of the head. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. Bring your attention to the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together, legs, arms, back, front, head together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body, body and space. Become aware of the whole body in the floor, the whole body in relation to the floor. At the same time, become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. These are very subtle physical points between body and floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor, shoulder blades and the floor, the elbows and the floor, the back of the hands and the floor, the buttocks and the floor, the calves and the floor, the heels and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all points simultaneously, evenly. Go on feeling these points clearly and distinctly. Switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips, the space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration, navel to throat, and throat to navel. Don't try and force the breath, just bring your awareness to it. Maintain your awareness. And at the same time, start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 21. I am breathing out 21. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. And so on from 21 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. Now switch your attention to sensation, to the following sensations of the body. Heaviness. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body. The feeling of heaviness. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You are feeling so heavy that you are sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be lifting up and floating away from the floor. So light. Awareness of lightness. Cold. The experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you are walking on a cold floor in winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Heat. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in the summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. Pain. The experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you may have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Recollect this feeling of pain. Allow it. Be interested and curious in the experience of pain. Pleasure. Recollect the feeling of pleasure, any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect this feeling and relive it. Make it vivid, expansive, vibrant. Awaken the feeling of pleasure, real feeling of pleasure. Check that you are awake. Notice if you are drowsy or sleepy. And say to yourself, I am awake. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends as far as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of your mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but don't become too involved. Practice detached awareness only. Now, with your inner vision, bring to mind the following imagery. Imagine yourself in a park in the early morning. The sun has not risen and the park is deserted, except for yourself. It is a beautiful park, calm and peaceful. Walk across the springy grass. Listen to the birds whistle and call as they welcome in the new day. There are gardens of flowers, roses, yellow, pink, red, purple. Smell their fragrance and see the early morning dewdrops on their petals. Nearby the rose garden is a fish pond. Goldfish swim in and out amongst the water lilies. See their graceful movements. You walk between trees, beautiful trees, bare trees and trees with leaves, wide spreading trees and tall, stately trees. There is a clearing between the trees. In the clearing is a small temple with an aura of light around it. You go to the door. It is cool and dim inside. Inside on the walls, there are pictures of great saints. You sit down on the floor, close your eyes, and become still. A sense of deep peace and harmony envelops you as the sounds outside fade into the distance. Continue your awareness of meditation inside the temple and stay there for some time until peace and harmony pervade. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, without becoming involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifest, colors, patterns, shapes, images, simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. In this warm and friendly darkness, remember your resolve, your sankalpa. Repeat the same sankalpa you made at the beginning of the practice, in the same words and with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times clearly, with feeling and emphasis. Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical body, your physical existence, your arms and legs, lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop awareness of the sounds around you, the sounds inside the room, and the sounds outside the room. Develop awareness of the room you're in without opening your eyes, just awareness of the walls, the ceiling, the floor. Take your mind out. Allow your mind to become completely external. Lie quietly for a few moments with your eyes closed, giving yourself time in this transitional space to go from the internal to the external. And gently start moving your fingers and toes. Start moving your hands and your feet, arms and legs gently and slowly. Going slowly as you can, without hurrying, without speeding up, just taking your time. You might want to stretch, you might want to hug your knees, follow your body. And when you're sure that you are awake, just bring yourself slowly and easily up to seated. Take your time, find the easiest way to do that. Maybe rolling onto your side, taking your time. And when you're ready, take your time to open your eyes, maybe sometimes just rubbing the hands and cupping the eyes a little bit before you open the eyes, maybe just then gradually getting used to the light on the outside again. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. So we come towards the end. let's just make sure we transition smoothly and be able to absorb that practice, but also take that out into the world. So looking around, making sure you're adjusting to being outside again. Have a look at your body, maybe rub the body. It's always a good way of just grounding or embodying. Grounding is just feeling that physicality of yourself, feeling the ground beneath you and the things around you, so you can function in this world. And then we're going to bring the hands together, create some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. Yeah, really make a little fire there and place that over the heart center. Close your eyes. So we come into this space and we have a little moment of receiving anybody who we'd like to bring our thoughts and our heart towards. Maybe there's a person or more than one person who we want to send love, healing to. They can be living or not living. They can be a whole, many, many people, or just one person. Or maybe someone just shows up you weren't expecting. And when they come into your heart, just smile. Bring your warmth and your attention to them fully and sending them love, healing. And really feeling a sense of that person or those people and your connection with them. Sending and receiving love and healing. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be well, be happy, be liberated.